We've had some good stories in the past. Okay, so excited to be here tonight. We're recording now. My name's Eric Johnson, creator and CEO of Teamzy. I am very excited to talk to you this evening. We're going to have some fun tonight. I guarantee you're going to have a little bit of fun tonight. Even if you don't realize it's going to be fun, we'll make sure you have some fun. So there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to share with you tonight. I'm going to try to cram as much value into this time we have together as possible. I will show you how to set up Teamzy. It's actually very easy to do. So if you've been intimidated by that, I want to take away that fear, show you how easy it is. I'm going to show you how you can do a power hour, basically get all your DMO done in less than 1 hour every single day. I'll show you how to use the system. It's really simple. Also at the end, I'll do Q&A. So if you have questions, I'll be happy to answer those for you. But before I jump into that, I need to share a little bit about the system that Teamzy is based on. See, Teamzy is not just a software that makes your life easy and gets you super organized. It does all that. But it actually follows a proven system for building your business, something that I've been teaching for 16 years. And I think you guys will find meshes with kind of the Juice Plus philosophy really well. And it might be an approach to the business you might find really useful for you. So what I want to talk to you about first here tonight is this: how to systemize your success with relationship marketing to become a power hour boss. How to systemize your success with relationship marketing to become a power hour boss. So I'm going to teach you a few things. I'm going to give you a system that will help you be successful. It's based on building relationships, and you'll be able to do it all in less than an hour. How cool is that? Yeah. So here's my backstory. For those of you who haven't met me, my background is not in direct sales. My background is as a professional business coach and consultant. I've been helping people build their business by relationship for 16 years. I fell into direct sales by accident about 5 years ago. And I know a lot of you have been doing this much longer than that, right? I fell into direct sales. I took a look at the opportunity. I was very, very, very skeptical of the opportunity. How many of you were really skeptical about direct sales in the beginning? I was. And so I wasn't sure about it. But as I really took a look at it from a perspective of somebody who helps other people build their business, I thought, wow, what a great opportunity to create an additional stream of income. And see, because where I was in my life, I had built this career as a business coach, and it was good. I mean, life was good. I made beyond 6 figures, and I was successful in everything that I had wanted to be. The problem was I just kind of felt stuck. And I don't know if you guys can relate to that. I felt like I was working all the time. I wasn't with my family, and I was just stuck. I've got a great family, 4 kids, and it was a busy life. But I found that I saw my kids pretty much in their pajamas. I'd get up in the morning and say goodbye to them. They'd still be in their PJs. And when I got home I'd be tucking them into bed. They're in their PJs again. And that was kind of my life. So I saw direct sales as an opportunity to build something. The challenge was that my life was so busy. I just didn't know how I could fit it in. Honestly, I had maybe an hour a day to work on this new business. And so I thought to myself, if I'm going to do this, I need to be serious. I need to get very organized. I can't waste a minute of time, right? I need to find ways to leverage my time so I can be efficient with it. And so I started looking for tools that would help me to leverage my time. And honestly, I couldn't find anything out there. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe nobody had really built tools for our industry. So long story short, that's why we built Teamzy, because it was like, how do you do this without this? I couldn't fathom keeping notes in a notebook or managing a spreadsheet. I hate spreadsheets. I always had to hire people that can do spreadsheets for me because I just don't like them. So anyways, that's how Teamzy came to be. And just in about 3 years, it's been 3.5 years now since we released Teamzy. We've had more than 80,000 network marketers use Teamzy, which is amazing to me. And do you guys realize that I have presented now, like I'm doing tonight, I've taught this system to more than 100,000 people in just 3 years from my home. It's amazing what we can do with technologies these days. It blows my mind. And just so you'll have an idea of what people are doing in Juice Plus, people who are actively using Teamzy consistently, they're averaging 18 new customers and 12 recruits over 90 days. 18 new customers and 12 recruits over 90 days, which is great. So we'll show you tonight exactly what I mean by active. I'll show you the numbers that people are doing on average to get that result. Okay. And if you're not aware, we're very proud to be endorsed by Juice Plus, which is an incredible honor. And if you have not already started using Teamzy, you can go to teamzy.com/JP. It's right there on the slide. Teamzy.com/JP to start a free trial. We give you 30 days free. We don't ask for your credit card. We don't ask for anything weird. We just want you to use it and really enjoy it for 30 days. Okay, so if you haven't already done that, get on your 30-day free trial. Let your teams know about it after tonight's call. You're going to be excited. Let them know about this link so they can start their free trial too. And of course, proud to be endorsed by Juice Plus, and I'm super proud to endorse Juice Plus. I love your products. I've become a tower gardening fanatic this summer. This was my first crop. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to let everything flower. I just thought it was pretty. Now I have 2 tower gardens. I'm totally addicted. So it's all good. And my, this bok choy head here that I have here on the right-hand side, it's nuts. I mean, I actually never thought anything could outperform my baby girl as far as Facebook likes and comments, but people loved that big bok choy head. So you guys are onto something pretty cool. All right, so let's dive into this. What is relationship marketing? What is relationship marketing? I've been teaching this for so long, suddenly it's become a buzzword, and I don't hear very many people actually using this correctly. Some people think it just means selling stuff to your friends, right? Sometimes you talk to people who've been in direct sales a long time, and they're like, oh, that's that lovey-dovey stuff that doesn't work. You got to be hardcore in this business, right? You just got to drive for, go for no. And here's what I want you guys to understand about relationship marketing. Relationship marketing is a lead generation system. It's a lead generation system. Okay. And that's a system that initiates consumer interest or inquiry into the products or services of a business. It's a system that you follow that generates leads for your business. Okay. And you need to understand that because as business owners, your business is lead generation. You're in the lead generation business. Okay. It doesn't matter how busy you are, how many people you've signed up or products you've sold today. If you're not doing activities that will generate new leads for your business, you're not building it today. But here's the good news. Next principle about relationship marketing. Developing and deepening relationships is your paramount duty as a business owner. Developing and deepening relationships is your paramount duty as a business owner. Our focus is to generate new leads so you can develop relationships with them. Okay? The relationships are what's important. A lot of times you'll hear trainers say you need to generate sales, you need to generate recruits. I want you to focus on the relationship. Why is that? Because in relationship marketing, we turn relationships into advocates. We turn relationships into advocates by investing time and providing outstanding service. We turn relationships into advocates by investing time and providing outstanding service. Here's the concept, guys. You connect with 20 people, right? The traditional way, you might get 19 no's and 1 yes. With relationship marketing, you've invested in 20 people. You might get a yes, and you might have 19 people on the road to becoming advocates for your business. This is how we approach this. There are people who will never buy Juice Plus from you, but they will bring their friends and family that they care about to you who need the solutions you offer. Does this make sense? This is how you build your business exponentially and how you become the center of a community that supports it. Okay, next principle. Relationship marketing depends on trust. Relationship marketing depends on trust. In other words, if you're a jerk, this ain't gonna work. Okay, and that means that you can't do anything like that with this approach. You can't do anything tricky. You can't do anything disingenuous. You can't do anything slightly misleading. Basically, you can't do anything that's universally taught in our industry. The good news is with relationship marketing, you get to be authentic, you get to be real, you get to be upfront, you get to be passionate. And we build our whole business on this, which is so great. And if you've ever gone to a training in this industry and thought, I'm not comfortable doing that, you're in the right place now. Okay. The next piece is this. Trust makes the work fun. Trust makes the work fun. If people trust you even a little bit, you don't have to convince them. You don't have to sell them. You can get right to helping them, right? Also, trust takes the icky feeling away. There's no icky feeling. You're never going to come across as an icky salesperson when you build trust. And finally, you get to go for yes. You get to go for yes with relationship marketing. How many of you guys have heard somebody say, you just got to go through more no's to get more yeses? Has anyone ever heard something like that? Man, I just think that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. No's don't have anything to do with yeses, right? How can I get a yes when I get a no? No, we're going to get more yeses. Okay, with this approach, we're not going to force no's. We're going to ease people into their yeses, if that makes sense. Okay, next, let's talk about how to do it. How do you build trust? How do you actually build it? I'll share with you the 4 essential ingredients to building trust. Okay, quickly we'll go through them and then I'll explain them. Number 1 is chemistry. Chemistry. Number 2 is character. Okay, character. Number 3 is competence. Competence. Number 4 is consistency. Chemistry, character, competence, consistency. The 4 essential ingredients to building trust. Okay, let's talk about these. Chemistry is where you have common ground with someone. What is it about you they can relate to? Okay, chemistry is where you have common ground with someone. What is it about you they can relate to? Bottom line, nobody wants to do business with someone they don't like, right? And everybody would prefer to do business with a friend. So find where you have in common with people. Ask questions. Find that common ground so that you can build a little bit of chemistry so you can get to helping, okay? Number 2 is character. Character is when you demonstrate how much you care and that you're relatable. Character is when you demonstrate how much you care and that you are relatable. I just want you to notice something about this definition. You don't have character. Character is something you do. Okay, character is something you do. It's not something you have. A lot of times we feel like our character is intrinsic. We feel like we're, being offended if somebody questions it. Your job is to demonstrate your character. How many of you prefer to do business with businesses or business people of character, of good character? Yeah. So does everybody. And so your job as a business owner is to demonstrate your character 24/7. The way you post on social media, the way you talk to people, the way you serve your customers, the way you treat people out in the world that are serving you, the way you drive on the highway, the way you I don't know, everything. Pick up your kids at school, like everything that you do. And do you return the shopping cart at Costco? Like, are you demonstrating your character in everything that you do consciously and intentionally? Because that's actually the important part of building your business. Character. It's something you do. Number 3 is competence. Competence is when you demonstrate you're good at what you do and you're a business person. Okay, competence is when you demonstrate you're good at what you do and you're a business person. This is important because I need to know first and foremost, do you actually know what you're talking about? Like if I wanted to buy Juice Plus, or if I was, maybe not if I didn't want to buy Juice Plus, maybe if I just needed you to help me with a problem. I have a nutritional deficit or I'm not feeling well or whatever. Do I feel like you know what you're talking about? Can I trust you to help me? Does that make sense? It's important because, why do I need Juice Plus? Can you tell me? So part of this is people need to know that you're competent. And if you're brand new in the business, it's okay. You just need to lean into the competency of your team. You need to share with others what you're learning from your upline, from your teammates. Same thing with the business. If I'm going to join your team, I need to know, do I feel like you could actually mentor me to be successful in this business? And if you're brand new, I might not feel that way, right? So I need to know you're part of a team that's incredible. So share the competency of your team, but it's important that people see your competence growing. Okay, we're going to talk about this a little bit more in number 4 when we get to consistency. But especially when you're new, people sometimes need to see you being competent for a while. They need to see you really committing to this before they'll believe you. Make sense? Chemistry, character, competence, the first 3 ingredients for building trust. There's a principle underlying these. I'll go over it real quick, and then we're going to dive into number 4, and that's this. If somebody's going to do business with you, they really only care about these 3 things. Can I trust you? Do you care about me? And are you good at what you do? Can I trust you? Do you care about me? And are you good at what you do? Now, look, when somebody doesn't know the answer to one or more of these questions, you will get objections in your business, which is normal. That's why as we build the relationship over time, we get them to a place where they can say yes about all 3 of these. Guess what you have then? Then you have an advocate, somebody who will bring multiple people every year to your business. Pretty cool, right? All right. So let's talk about number 4, consistency. Consistency. Is it important to be consistent if you want people to trust you? Yeah. Is there anything more important than that? Nobody wants to do business with somebody who's inconsistent, right? I love this principle. People respect consistency and desire it for themselves. People respect consistency and desire it for themselves. How many of you, let me just look at your faces for a second. I just need to recharge. How many of you have ever had somebody tell you that you inspire them? No? Yeah, well, you know what it is that typically inspires people is your consistency. They see you living the lifestyle. They see you helping others, lifting them up consistently, and it's amazing to watch. It's amazing to watch. This is why it's so important to be consistent. All right, since you all have your cameras off, I'm just going to go back to my presentation. That's the way it goes. All right, so it's important to be consistent. Here's what's important though. I mean, I know usually we're pretty good at taking our products consistently, right? Sharing them with others. Posting on social media that we're doing Juice Plus, that we're actually sharing this with others. But what really matters is this. Are you consistent with your relationships? Are you consistent with your relationships? Are you as consistent about staying in touch with relationships as you are about doing social posts, posting on social, using your products? See, because what you need to understand is that relationship building is a contact sport. Relationship building is a contact sport. You have to be in regular contact with people, but time is scarce. I know that. Okay. Here's the principle I want you to get on this. Investing time in connecting with people is the only way to deepen relationships. Investing time in connecting with people is the only way to deepen relationships. Just a real quick example on this. Think about a time when you received a card from somebody that you care about, and the card had a handwritten message in it, right? And when you read that message, it really impacted you. It really moved you emotionally. Can you guys think of a time when you received something like that from somebody you care about? Now, think about that card. And now my next question is, do you still have it? Have you kept it? Do you have a place where you keep the special cards and letters that you receive from loved ones? Do you guys have a pile or a stash of those somewhere? Most people are not able to throw these things away and they save them forever. I've got like couple of huge boxes of these, like those big bins that we've saved over the years. We just can't get rid of them. We just moved. And it's one of those things that you just move. You have to move it to the new house. You can't get rid of it. You know, what's amazing about cards like this is that they have a lasting impact. In other words, you can go read one of these cards, could be years old, and it will still connect with you emotionally. Often when we pass away, it's what is most treasured by our family are the cards and letters that we received while we were alive, right? Maybe some of you have some of those. It has this like deep value. Now, another example real quick is this. Have you guys ever seen, let me just go big so you can see this. Have you ever received one of these? This is a happy birthday postcard. And I got this one from my insurance salesperson, just like a happy birthday postcard. I actually get one every year from him. He doesn't know that I kept it. So every year I laugh because it's the exact same one, right? The exact same one. Does this get kept in the special place? Do you think my kids will treasure this when I'm gone? This happy birthday postcard from no way. This is trash. This goes right in the trash. What's the difference? And I just want to take this moment to explain this to you guys. The principle was, if you want to connect, if you want to deepen a relationship, you have to invest time and connect with people. This is not personal. This is bulk. This is not a personal connection. And this required no investment of time. No time, no connection has no value. Does this make sense? The name of this game is relationships. And to build a relationship, you need both things. You have to connect one-on-one personally with somebody, and you have to invest some time. Now, you don't have to write cards and letters all day long, handwritten, right? However, whenever you can think of a reason to do that, do it, because people will save them forever. But you do need to just take a few seconds to connect with somebody personally, right? I mean, sending somebody a message on Facebook or Instagram or sending them a text message personally to them, heartfelt, only takes a couple of seconds, but it still has value. And it's more than enough time invested to totally make somebody's day. And I'm going to show you in a minute how with Teamzy, you can systematically make people's day and create lots of opportunities for the business just by lifting people up like that on a daily basis. Make sense? Okay. So you guys get the idea on that. So here's where I'm going with this. So that principle, if you didn't get it down, is this: investing time and connecting with people is the only way to deepen relationships. Okay, this is all well and good, but you got to have a system. You can't just do this from the seat of your pants. There are a few people in the world who are really good at doing this from the seat of their pants. Okay, there are. Typically, it's 1%. In this case, I'm not using that to be, some people don't like calling people 1%ers. These are 1% people who are amazingly good at being disorganized. They still get success, right? The rest of us need a system. We need a way to stay in contact with all our relationships, okay? You need to know when you're going to contact them, when you're not going to contact them. In other words, don't spend all day planning. You just need something you can turn on and go. Also, know what you're going to say so they don't spend too much time staring at the screen, stuck in analysis paralysis, wondering, how do I start a conversation with this person? And make sure that nobody falls through the cracks. Okay, make sure that nobody falls through the cracks. All right, obviously, you're here to see the system. I'm going to show it to you. It's called Teamzy. Let's go jump into it. Where are we? Here we go. All right, so as I mentioned before, if you're not already using Teamzy, go to teamzy.com/JP to start your free trial. It's 30 days free, okay? And when you first log in, it'll bring you to this page. This is the first page of the setup wizard. This is designed to make it easy to use Teamzy, okay, and get it set up. I'm not a highly techie person. So if I can use this, anybody can use this, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of go through this real quick. I'll show you how to set it up. The first real thing you're going to do here is you're going to set an income goal. How much income would you like to make? Okay. And this is your 12 months from now income goal. So 12 months from now, I'd like to be making 150,000. So that's where I've set my goal. Now you notice at 150,000, Teamzy tells me what I need to do each day to hit that. I need to connect with 9 prospects, 6 customers, and 4 distributors each day. If I go higher, those goals grow. If I go lower, they shrink. Make sense? And this is based on all of the history that we have, people using the system. So we know what typical results people will get. Okay. Now, just a quick note on this, because I know some of you, when I asked if you're a newbie, some of you were like, no, we're not newbies. If you have a significant income from Juice Plus already, what you're going to do for your goal is you're going to set it for the difference. Okay. Just the amount of growth over the next year that you want. Make sense? So if you're making, $200,000 now and you want to make $300,000, then your goal would be 100,000. Make sense? Okay. We were talking about Kurt before. This was when Kurt was like, I really am supposed to connect with 6 million people a day. We're like, no. You put the wrong number in, right? Okay. Next step is we're going to get all your contacts into Teamzy. We're going to get your back office people in there, your distributors, your customers. We're going to get your Facebook friends in there, your Instagram contacts in there, your phone contacts. Everyone's going to be in Teamzy in one place, organized. Okay? You don't have to go looking for pads of paper or digging through your phone or anything like that. It'll all be in Teamzy. You always have it. It lives in the cloud, which means you can always get it on your phone, your computer, wherever. Okay? Let me just do something real quick. Okay. So we're going to get all your contacts into Teamzy. And then once they're there, we'll be pretty much ready to get started here. Okay, here's the Teamzy dashboard. Now we're just about ready to work. I'm going to just do one more thing for setup before, just so that Teamzy's really dialed in and I'm ready to do my power hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to the left navigation and click on Team. Team is where my full list lives. Everybody's there. All my contacts are there. My prospects, my customers, my distributors, everybody's on the team page, just like your full CRM, okay? Now, you'll notice that each person has a number next to their name, and if I click on their name, you can see that that number is actually their star rating, okay? So we use a real simple system in Teamzy. It's a 5-star rating system. You're familiar with this, right? We use it everywhere right now in our lives. This is an important step. You have to prioritize your relationships. Okay, and we do this with a star rating. So this is why, because with relationship marketing, you need to talk to your best people first and more often. Okay, you need to talk to your best people first and more often because they're more likely to support your business. Okay, so you're going to go to the trees that are already laden with fruit first and more often. So what we do is we just give people a quick ranking. Now, let me go through the ranks, explain to you what they mean, and then we'll show you how this works. There's a rank mode that lets me do this super easy. See, everybody's rank is turned on. But here's what the ranks actually mean. 5 stars is somebody most likely to become a customer or distributor, or they're your favorite, your favorite customers, your favorite distributors, the rock stars on your team. 5-star people are your best friends, your closest family. These are the people that trust you the most. You rate them as 5 stars. They come up automatically on your Teamzy Connect list every 30 days. Okay. They come up automatically every 30 days. You don't have to do anything. They just keep coming back every 30 days. 4-star people, these are people that you feel are likely to become a customer or a distributor with a little bit of nurturing. These are your friends and family, just not your closest ones. Your solid customers and distributors are 4 stars. They're going to come up automatically to connect every 60 days. Okay. Every 60 days. 3-star people, you have no idea. They could go either way. Who knows until you start talking to them. 3-star people show up on your list automatically every 90 days. Probably 90% of the people you know will be 3-star people. Okay? So that's okay. That's totally right. That's normal. Okay? So you're gonna notice when we go to rank this in a second that when you put people in Teamzy, they'll default to 3 stars. Okay? So it's up to you to change that rating, but that saves you 90% of the work by defaulting it to 3, because that's where most of your list will be. 2 stars are getting a bit colder. They show up every 120 days. Does this make sense? More stars, they come up first and more often. Okay? All right. And the cool thing about Teamzy is once you put people into Teamzy, everybody cycles through. You're in touch with everybody now. Nobody falls through the cracks. Isn't that cool? You have to worry about it. So now I've got this in rank mode. I can scan down my list and change people's rank just by clicking on it, okay? You just click on a rank to change it. It's super easy. Now, as I mentioned, everybody will be 3 stars when you do this. So you don't actually have to rank the whole list. What I want you to do is just scroll it and scan for your favorite people. When you see your favorite people, you just you rank them up to 4 and 5, okay? So when you see your favorite people, just rank them up high. Otherwise, leave them at 3. Make sense? So this isn't a massive project, but it is important to do, because if you don't do it, let's say you put 3,000 people into Teamzy and you don't rank, it could be 3 months before you talk to the people who trust you the most. What a waste of time. They could have been on your team producing already. Make sense? Okay. So now that we've done that, we're ready to rock and roll and ready to do this. Let me show you what this dashboard looks like, and we'll do a power hour together. So first thing I want to show you is today's activities. These are the goals that we set up when we started our income goal. So you can see my goal is to connect with 9 prospects a day. I've done 1 already, and I've got 8 left. Okay. My goal is to connect with 6 customers a day. I haven't done any of those, and connect with 4 distributors on my team. Okay, so those are my daily goals. I've also got a goal to invite 3 people a day. That's when I'm inviting people to my business opportunity or to try the products, buy the products, right? Those are invites. My goal is to do that 3 times a day. So I'm going to start 19 conversations just by connecting. And out of those conversations, when I uncover some interest, I'll invite some people. Okay. But I don't invite them if they're not interested. This is how I keep them as friends, keep building a relationship. Okay. And then also the last goal here is ads. It's just adding new people to Teamzy. The goal is to always be putting new people into Teamzy, a couple a day, just to get in that habit. So you always have fresh relationships coming into the flow. Okay. Now, right here where it says Power Hour, who's up next? This is my Power Hour module. Just sounds official when I say module. It sounds so like sci-fi, right? This is designed to make my work super easy. This is what I always dreamt about having in my business, so I could get it done in 1 hour a day. The left-hand side are 4 lists: prospects, customers, distributors, and follow-ups. I just click on them to toggle over to the lists, okay? The right-hand side is where I log the activity as I go, so I don't have to come back later and do homework. Just do it as I go. Make sense? And it's tracked, so nobody falls through the cracks. So you can see Lydia's number 1 on my list. I'm going to message her. And my goal is just to connect and make her day. That's it. That's all I want to do. It's called the Make Someone's Day mindset. Okay? That's what we call it, the Make Someone's Day mindset. It's one of our hashtags. Hashtag Make Someone's Day mindset. You can use that as long as you're doing it. Okay? This is where we start. This is how we start the process. So what the heck do I say to her? This is where I used to get stuck. And just to help you out, I've created a scripts library in Teamzy. So you can just use my scripts to get started. Actually, I recommend it because they work great and it'll keep you from overthinking and staring at the screen all day. So I'm going to go to scripts. See right here in the middle of this connect box, I'm going to click on that. And I'm just going to grab a script. I'll take the first one on the list, which is connect one. Here's how it reads. It says, "Hi, Jane, just stopping by to say hello. How are you? I hope your day is awesome." Super simple, okay? I'm going to copy that script. So what I'll do is I'll just paste it into Teamzy here so that I can edit it, right? So I need the right name. Hi, Lydia, just stopping by. Great. Maybe some emoticons. Some people don't like to use the word awesome. So you can change that if you want. I don't care. I happen to love the word awesome because it's kind of like, for me, awesome is my mediocre emotion. I have a lot of enthusiasm. So I hope your day is awesome is like saying, I hope it's okay. All right, here we go. Hi, Lydia. Just stopping by to say hello. How are you? Hope your day's awesome. I've got my emoticons. It's ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send her this message in Facebook. I'm going to copy this and send it in Facebook. I've got it open right there. Okay, it just takes me a second to do this. There she is. You actually look just like your picture, which is amazing. Nobody does. Nobody actually looks like their picture. This is really you. It's great. So look, there it is. Send. Done. Sent. So now that message has been sent to her. It was super easy. I'm going to log it in Teamzy. So that was a Facebook message. Do you guys see how it says log connect, that big blue button? That's how you do it. Just click that. It's logged. Now notice something. She's gone off my list. My list has slid up. Okay. So I have a new person up next. And you can see that it logged that activity up here. I've done 2 now and I've got 7 left. So I'm going to do another one. Next person on my list is Jay. You know what? I'll just use that same script. I have it in my clipboard still. We'll just paste it in there and change the name. There it is. Okay. Super easy. And again, I'll just send her that message. However you want to communicate with people is fine. I like to use Facebook a lot because the response rate is like sky high on Facebook. All right, so here we go. Paste that message in, send, done. Okay, do you guys see how easy this is? Just go down your list. You can even use that same script over and over. The thing about a connect script is it's so basic. It's just a hello, you know, and then you have a conversation when they respond. So you can see I've got 3 done, 6 left. So my goal was 9. I'm going to go down my list until I get that done. When I send 9, what happens is that blue circle all the way fills in, and I know I'm done with prospects, and I can go to the next list, which is customers. Okay. So I'm going to start connecting with my customers. The first one on that came up today is Ulrika. Okay. And again, let's just go to scripts so I don't have to think too hard on this. So here's a basic one. Let's see here. Connect with a customer. Here's one. Hi, John. How are you enjoying the product? Send me an update. Let me know how I could be of help. So look, I'll copy that one. Let's just go in here, change the name. How are you enjoying? What is her product? Your tower garden. Please send me an update. Let me know how I can be of help. See how easy this is? Now, once you get using Teamzy, like I don't even use the scripts anymore. I just start typing. My phone knows all the scripts by heart just in its autofill. You know how your phone does that? So I'll say something like, hi, and it'll start giving me the next word. And I just go, after a while, you can just do that, but you get the idea. So there's my script. Boom. I'm going to look up Ulrika and message her. Okay. Again, I'm going to connect with my customers just like I do my prospects. I want you guys to understand that connecting with customers is equally as important as prospecting. Okay, I'm just going to say it again, just make sure you guys all know. Connecting with customers is equally as important as prospecting. Look, Geralda, I have the hardest names, don't I? Here's Geralda. I'm going to send her a message. Maybe I'll send her my favorite one, which is this one. Hi, Jane, just checking in to see if there's anything I can do to make your day. So simple. This is my favorite one, by the way. Have any of you used this one? Have you guys used this one for a customer? Try it tomorrow. The most common answer is this: your message just made my day. How cool is that? It's the best. You do not need to message a customer with a question like this. Hey, I noticed that your shipment is going to ship on Tuesday. Would you like to add to your order? It's kind of like a gag me with the spoon type of approach. I'm from the 80s, so I say things like that. Here's the thing, guys. You just need to be in touch. You just need to be present. They just need to know you care. And what happens is when you're in regular contact with customers, you guys, I'm going to throw a statistical fact at you. When you're in regular contact with customers, they order more product and they retain longer. When you're in regular contact with a customer, they order more product and they retain longer. You get your whole team doing Teamzy, even for just the free 30 days, guess what happens to team volume? Goes up. Why? Is it because Teamzy is brilliant? No, it's because you're present. Okay? Think about the time you've gone. How many of you have ever served waited tables or bartended in your life? Has anyone done that? I think that should be, some countries have military service as required. Everyone has to do military service. I think this country should require everybody to be in the service industry, either retail or waiting tables or something, because boy, would that change how we treat each other, don't you think? But picture yourself at an amazing restaurant having a wonderful dinner and everything's perfect. The ambiance is beautiful. The service has been impeccable. The food comes out and it is just mouth-watering. Okay? The server puts the food down. You can't wait to eat it. And then what? You never see the server again. They never come back. What happens to the experience? Are you able to purchase anything additional? Can you get an extra glass of wine or dessert? Did you want to get a sauce or something? Some fresh cracked pepper on your food? Forget it. Nobody's there. There's nobody present. However, good service, they're present, right? They're checking in, they're coming by regularly, and the more present they are, what are you more likely to do? You're more likely to order more. And not only that, you're more likely to really enjoy it. So I want you guys to understand, you don't need to create a complicated system to stay in touch with customers. You just need to be present with them, okay? And I know a lot of people have this system where it's like, okay, I need to know exactly the date they ship, and then I need to schedule the thing. The bottom line is that people aren't doing that. It's too complicated. What can you do that's easy, simple, duplicatable, and keeps you present? Just put them in Teamzy. Look, if you want to talk to them every month, great. Make them 5 stars. Stay in Teamzy, work your power hour, they'll come up, you'll stay in touch. Another really magical thing happens when you're in regular contact with customers. Okay? When you're in regular contact with customers, guess what happens? How many of you would like more customers? Do you guys have like a great customer that you love? Would you like more people like that? Where do you find them? The best place to get a great new customer is from a current customer. Okay, the best place to get a great new customer is from a current customer. This is what makes this business with relationship marketing really grow fast. Is because when people are using Juice Plus and loving it, what are they doing? They're telling people about it. Have you guys ever met a human being that loves something and doesn't tell other people about it? They're rare. It's like hardwired. It's hardwired into us. We can't help ourselves. Here's another statistic. 86% of people say they make their purchasing decisions based on the recommendation of a friend. 86% of people say they make their purchasing decisions based on the recommendation of a friend. So you've got customers right now. Right now you have customers. This isn't hypothetical. Who are loving Juice Plus and telling their friends about Juice Plus. Those people are now highly likely to make a purchasing decision. The question I have for you is, are you getting introduced to those people? Or are you just going to let them try to Google Juice Plus and figure out how to buy these things? Okay, you should be getting introduced to these people. But the step one is being in touch with your customers. And when you're in regular contact with your customers, then it's easy to just ask them. Lydia, I know you're getting great results with Juice Plus. I know you've been telling me about all the great results. I'm sure you've told friends and family about it. It's just something we all naturally do. Is there anybody that you care about that specifically needs more information on this or needs help with that could benefit from Juice Plus that I can get more information to this month? Just ask them. Okay? I'll ask them. I'm sure you've been telling people about Juice Plus. Can you think of a few people you've talked to about this? And do they need more info? I want to help, I usually say something like, before my schedule fills up, I want to make sure I help the people that you care about first because I love you. You're my favorite customer. Are you guys with me? It's so easy to do, but it starts with just being in regular contact with customers. I have to tell you guys something. Can I just tell you a little side story? I know I'm taking a long time, but I got to tell you this side story. So first off, I want you guys to know I'm not in direct sales anymore. I don't compete with you guys in any way. I just do Teamzy to serve you and help you guys. But what I used to do was Beachbody. So it's in a similar space as Juice Plus. It's health and nutrition, right? And I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't even really understand the comp plan. How many of you guys are really good at the comp plan? You understand the comp plan of Juice Plus? Or maybe you're like me. You're just figured, hey, if I'm signing people up and helping people, I'm going to get paid. That's what I did. I signed up and I was like, let's do this. So I started doing what I'm teaching you tonight, just reaching out to people, connecting with them, telling them what I was doing, how excited I was about it. And I started signing people up. So I hit that first big leadership rank in my first month. So it would have been the equivalent of sales coordinator, right? So I think it was about the same. I had to have 10 other distributors under me. So I got to that one the first month. I didn't know it was a big deal. And then I went to their conference and everyone was like, oh, well, how many years have you been doing this? I'm like, how many years? I've been doing it 4 weeks. And they're like, you've been doing this 4 weeks and you hit this rank? And I said, is that weird? I don't know. So then I get home and I get a phone call from corporate and they said, hey, congratulations. We're going to put you in a group of other people at your rank to synergize and you'll have a salesperson from our team that will be supporting you guys. I know you guys do the same thing, right? With your regional directors and everything with Juice Plus. So I get on this call and there's 15 people who are at the same rank as me, and we're going to be on this call every week, and it's led by somebody at corporate. And this person at corporate says, "Here's the list of training topics. I want you all to pick one and prepare content on it to present to your peers." Great. So everybody picks them all, and the only one that nobody touched was recruiting. Nobody touched it. Nobody wanted to do that one. He goes, "Okay, well, I guess that's you, Eric. You get recruiting." I'm like, "Great. What do I know about recruiting? I've been doing this business for a month. I have no clue, right?" And so I taught on the one thing I understand, which is building relationships and getting my customers to introduce me to their friends, right? So I presented a basic version of what you guys are seeing tonight, and I explained how, if you have one or two customers, you can build a 50,000 person strong organization pretty quickly, because by building those relationships, people, and I'm be honest with you guys, they thought I was an alien. They thought it was the weirdest thing they'd ever heard. But this is the way business has been built since the beginning of time. You guys understand that? These are timeless principles and systems. And it's really funny because as weird as it was for them now, many of them have adopted this system, right? And now 80,000 people we've helped through Teamzy in 3 years since that first kind of weird presentation of like, wow, you would actually use relationship building to build this business and not just go randomly try to meet people on social media and things like that. I want you guys to know this stuff works. You got to get into these relationships and really serve them. Okay? And they will bring people to you. They care about their friends and family. Some of them don't want to join the team, but they do want their friends and family to have Juice Plus. Does this make sense? Okay. However, when somebody brings me 2 or 3 people, I always try to get them to join the team. Why wouldn't you? You got 2 or 3 people. Okay. All right. Next, distributors, prospects, customers, distributors. Next group. We're going to stay in touch with our team the same way. Now, if you've got a small team, this won't take you long to do in the beginning, but I want you to get the discipline of staying in touch with your team the same way as your customers and your prospects, because as the team grows, that personal relationship becomes more and more important. Okay. People are in this business for relationship. Yeah, we need money. Yeah, we want to be financially independent. But let's be honest, the real thing that holds us together is the community and the relationship. They've done so many studies on social science on what motivates people to work harder, to increase worker productivity. We think it's paying people more. Have you guys ever thought that that's what makes people work harder? Bonuses and raises? Did you know that they've never been able to show an increase in productivity through salary or bonus increases? Never. The 2 things that make people work hard, okay, there's 2 things. 2 things they've been able to correlate. One is perceived status. They will work hard for status. Why do you think our industry has ranks and ribbons and trophies and medals, right? and beautiful bouquets of flowers. It's the perceived status. And the other thing is connection, belonging, relationship. People work hard for the relationship, for the team, for you, the leader of the team. They need to hear from you personally. They need to hear from you personally. Yeah, maybe there's 3 people on a team. It's not that big a deal. But when you have 40,000 people on your team, it's a big deal to hear from you. Does this make sense? Teamzy will help you stay on top of it even as the team grows. Okay. So we're going to connect with prospects, customers, distributors. We're going to hit our daily goals. When that's done, you'll see all those circles full. Then we'll be able to go to our next list, which is follow-ups. Now, just a real pro tip on this first part, sending messages to prospects, customers, and distributors. Some people will respond right away. Don't go off and have the conversation yet. Get all the outgoing messages done first. Okay, so you don't get sidetracked. It won't take long. You should be able to do, in this case, 19 messages. You should be able to do that in less than a half an hour, easy. Okay, if it's taking you more than a half an hour to send 19 messages, you are overthinking it. Okay. All right, great. The other thing I want to give you a pro tip on this is, let's say you get a 50% response rate on these messages. That's awesome. Okay? I don't want you to give a second thought to the people who don't respond. Don't even think about them. They're coming back automatically in Teamzy. They'll come back automatically. You'll message them again later. Focus on the ones who do respond. You'll be really busy having those conversations. All right, so when I get to my follow-ups list, typically there's nobody there. You have to put people on the follow-ups list. Nobody automatically goes to the follow-ups list, okay? The follow-ups list in Teamzy is designed for you to place the people who are interested in the business or the products, okay? You don't need to set a follow-up to say hello to somebody. They're automatically going to come up in Teamzy. We put them there when they're specifically interested in going deeper into our business. This is where we're having all these great conversations. And when we find the interested people, we're going to put them on our follow-ups list and follow up like a pro. Let me just show you how we do it. Okay. So I messaged Lydia at the beginning of our conversation. She responded, "Hey, great to hear from you." And so now I'm trying to have a conversation with her. So we're messaging back and forth. So yeah, it's great to connect. What have you been up to lately? Send me an update. It's been forever. So she's telling me about her life, tell me about your family. What are you doing? How's work going? Right. She's doing all that stuff. She's giving me updates on everything. I'm asking questions, trying to engage her in a conversation. Okay. And it's going well. So here's what's going to happen. She's telling me about work. She's telling me about her family. I'm going to do the same thing, right? Would that be normal? Huh. So I'm going to give her, well, here's what I've been up to. I've been doing this, doing that. I don't know I know it's been forever since I talked to you, but you may not know this, but 4 years ago, I left my corporate career forever. I work from home now. I started my own business. Wow. Cool. I have a real passion for helping people. This is what I've been doing. So you share what you're doing. That's it. It's natural to do it. Okay. Share what you do and why you're passionate about it. This is the key. You have to explain what you do and why you're passionate about it. It's not just that I sell Juice Plus, but I'm dedicated to helping people get healthy. Why? What's your story? Who has it helped that you care about? How has it helped you? Like, share your story. This is what I'm doing. In my case, I lost a lot of weight. I lost 60 pounds, which was life-changing for me at the time. I was a new dad, and I really felt like I was going to be around for my kids. I mean, it was just an amazing experience to lose that weight, and I was excited to help other people do the same thing. Right? And so I just shared with people, like, this was life-changing for me. I found a passion for helping other people do it. This is what I've been doing now. They're like, wow, that's great. When you share what you do and why you're passionate about it, people will think it's great. Okay. And this is the key piece, Lydia. This is right for you, Lydia, because I knew you asked for this. The key piece is this. You have to just ask them if they'd like to learn more. You just have to ask. Now you've had context. You had a whole conversation with somebody. And they've told you where their pain points in life are, because people make jokes, they complain, they're sarcastic, or they just straight up tell you, I'm tired. I'm tired of work or whatever. I wish I could do that. Or when you tell them, oh, I quit my job. I wish I could do that. Like, they'll tell you things going on. You can just ask, have you ever considered doing something like I'm doing? Would you like to learn more about what it is? That's it. Just ask them, would you like some more information? Like, I'm a Juice Plus customer. I love Juice Plus. I have to tell you guys, I'm not just saying this. Everybody that comes over to my house wants to order Juice Plus, because I show them. They see my tower gardens. They think they're the coolest things ever. And then I explain, you know what else is cool? These gummies. Look at these gummies I got for the kids. Show them what's in it. Wow, do they eat them? Yeah, they love them. I've got picky kids. You should try these. What's it called again? Juice Plus. Wow. I'm just telling you guys, you just got to ask people, would you like more information on this? Would you like to learn more about it? That's all. And here's the thing. They'll say yes or no. You just got to do it. Just tear the Band-Aid off. Don't be afraid. You've just ask them, would you like more? And then if they say yes, great. Now we're going to go deeper. I'm going to ask you some more questions, find out what you really need. And now I'm going to invite you, right? I'm going to invite you to something that's relevant to your problem. Maybe it's just, here's how you order your product for you and your kids. Here's how you get on the study, get them free for your kids. Perfect. Great. Or maybe it's, let's get together and have coffee and talk more about this business opportunity. Does it make sense? Depending on what's relevant to them. And if they say no, no, thank you. Hey, it's great talking to you. I'm so glad you found something you're passionate about. Not for me. No worries. Could you do me a favor though, Lydia? If you do come across somebody who's struggling with their health or nutrition, they've got picky kids, whatever the case may be, could you connect them with me? Because I'm on a mission to help as many people as I can. See, when you do this business, you don't get no's. You get people that tell you, yeah, I'd like to learn more now. And you get people who will agree to send their friends to you. Okay. Most smart, rational, intelligent people will say not interested the first time you talk to them about this, by the way. Didn't you? Most of you? Yeah. So the traditional technique in this business is you just cold invite everybody and you get 1% of the people to join your team and you've moved on. Now you've thrown everybody else away, but the truly good people in this business are going to say no at first. So don't force them into a no. Just ask them, would you like more information? If they say not right now, great. Could you keep me in mind, or could you introduce me to the people around you that need this help? Sure, great, perfect. Let's stay in touch. And they come up on Teamzy in a month or two. You just have another regular conversation. You warm them up over time. You build trust over time. You do the things I showed you: chemistry, character, competence, consistency. Does this make sense? Let me just show you how to do this in Teamzy. How am I doing on time? I'm out of time. Let's do this real fast then. So you'll notice that if I'm on my dashboard, I'm having this great conversation with Lydia. She's not there. So I want to log this invite. So I'm just going to look her up in this little lookup bar that'll bring me up. Oh, look, I got you in here twice. I'm so excited to talk to you today. Put you in there twice. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to open the Connect box. And so now I'm going to invite her. So let's just say we're talking about the products, right? We're talking about Juice Plus and how amazing it is. She's excited about it. I'm like, great. I'm going to send you an email with all the information on how to order these products. She's like, perfect. So I'm just going to click on here, share products. Okay. So that's what I'm choosing as an invite type. So an invite type is, these are different things that I can choose to invite her to. Okay. Great. So you'll notice that this little, what do you call that? Calendar icon just turned yellow. That means that it set a follow-up for me. So I'm going to follow up here in 2 days. I can set a follow-up for any time in the future, but once you put a follow-up on, let's say I'll follow up with her tomorrow, okay? And I log this. Let's see, I'm going to send her an email, and it was a purchase email. Okay. Once I log this, it will do 2 things. One, it put the follow-up on her record for tomorrow, and it logged an invite. So now I've got an invite logged, but now look at this. On my follow-ups list, you can see she's due tomorrow. So she's told me she's interested. I got her on the phone. We talked for a bit, found out she really wants to try the products. Great. So I sent her an email on how to purchase the products. I'm going to follow up, and I just tell her, look, I'm sending you all this now. I'll follow up tomorrow and see what questions you might have. Okay, great. She says, perfect. So now I've set a follow-up for her for tomorrow. There she is on my list, due tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow when I do my power hour, I connect with my prospects, my customers, my distributors, just like I showed you. Then I go to my follow-ups list and see if I have any follow-ups that are due. And when I do, you see Lydia will be due. Then I send her a follow-up message. It's just like sending a regular connect. I go to my scripts. Yes, I have follow-up messages in scripts for you, all 10 in order. And I get follow-up number 1. Here it is. Hi, Jane, just checking in like I promised I would. What questions do you have for me? Perfect. Let's copy it. Okay, and then we'll send this follow-up message to Lydia. Super easy. There she is. Health and wellness educator. That's Lydia. Boom. Follow-up is sent. Okay, super easy. Now, when I log this in Teamzy, this is important. Set a new follow-up so that she doesn't come off my list. I want to keep her on that follow-ups list. Let's say now I'll do it in 2 days from now. I'll leave her a follow-up. I can leave a note if I want so I know what I'm talking about. I like to just put what's next. So follow-up number 2 is the next one. Okay, so that's logged. Okay, and so on Friday when I do my power hour, she's due again. I'll come into scripts and I'll get follow-up message number 2. Okay, and send it to her. Then I'll set a new one. Next time I'll send her follow-up message number 3. Do you guys see how easy that is? Start conversations, have conversations, find out some interest. Who's interested? Invite them. Follow up like a pro. Do it every day. Okay? So every day you're creating conversations, you're putting a few people onto that follow-ups list. That follow-ups list will fill over time. It'll be full. Every single month they'll be closing. You'll be getting new customers and new distributors. Okay? Some people will take a long time on that list. Some people will close quickly. But most people take some time. Have you guys ever heard the fortunes in the follow-up? Here's the stat. Most sales, it's 80% of sales close between the 7th and 10th follow-up. Which means that if you're serious about this business, you need to be following up 10 times with people, minimum. I know some of you are like, no, I don't want to do that. Do you see how easy it is to follow up 10 times with Teamzy though? I'm going to give you a little tip on this though. I know you're worried about being annoying and being a pest, right? So I'll teach you real quick how to follow up without being annoying. So make sure if you're taking notes, get these 2 principles down. People will thank you for following up. But here's what I want you to understand. 20% of the people you talk to within the first 3 follow-ups, they're going to sign up or make their purchase. The rest are not going to respond to you at all. Crickets. They're so excited. Oh my gosh, they're super excited. And then nothing. This happens, right? You follow up, no response. You follow up, no response. You follow up, no response. Most people give up. If you're doing the Teamzy system, you follow up again, no response. You follow up again, no response. Now you're starting to make stories up on why they're not responding. Here's what I want you guys to understand. The vast majority of people will not even respond to you at all for the first 6 or 7 follow-ups. It's just the truth of the matter. They like you, they respect you, they're excited about Juice Plus. They're just not responding because you were kind of like outside their normal daily life pattern. Does this make sense? So what happens is I send Lydia that first follow-up. She was all excited, right? I send her that first follow-up, nothing. Follow up again, nothing. Follow up again, nothing. And after, like a month or 2 have gone by and I'm still following up, all of a sudden I get this, thank you so much for staying in touch. I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry I haven't responded to your messages. This happens like clockwork, but I want you guys to understand something. If it takes 7 to 10 follow-ups for people to kind of make that first commitment, how many of you are here because you believe you can really help people change lives through Juice Plus? Do you realize that Juice Plus, the products, are not relevant to helping people if you can't get that first commitment from them? So those products aren't going to help you. The only thing that you have that can help people is your ability to follow up with them. It's the only thing you have that can help them is your ability to follow up with them. This is why my mantra is this: following up is an act of love. Following up is an act of love. You love people, want to help them, then you've got to be committed to following up. And when you fail, when you give up on them after 4 or 5 follow-ups and they haven't responded, and you just give up because you figure they're not interested, you have now communicated that you didn't care about that person. That's what they receive. So following up is how we love people. Now, here's the good news. You can do this without being annoying. There's 2 principles to follow. And then I'll just start taking questions. We'll finish out this call, okay? Principle number 1 is this: don't ask them to do anything in your follow-up. Don't ask them to do anything. They don't have to call you. They don't have to even respond. Okay? Even if you want them badly to do something, don't ask them to do anything. Okay? Because that can be annoying. Number 2, your follow-up they have to be able to read your follow-up. they have to be able to read it. So no voice messages, no video messages. It has to be able to be read, okay? And it needs to be short enough that they can read the entire message without opening it, okay? Short enough they can read the entire message without opening it. You want them to just see it on the lock screen of their phone and get it. Now, does this make sense? Because those are the things that annoy you, right? When somebody out of the blue wants you to do something, when somebody sends you a message that you can't read, you have to open it, or it's too long and you can't see the whole thing. Those are annoying things. Why is this? Because we do not want to open a message that we're not prepared to respond to. So a lot of times we just won't until we can get to it. Who knows when that will be, right? But from your perspective, you just want them to see your message. You want them to receive it. And no matter how busy they are, no matter what they're doing, they will still look down at their phone and get the message because we're obsessed. We're obsessed with getting the message, just not with responding to it. So some of you, I've had people come to me and go, Eric, they're not even opening these follow-ups. It doesn't matter if they open them. Of course they're not opening them. They're not going to open them unless they're going to respond, but they are seeing them, I guarantee you. And that is your goal, is just to be present. Just like in our example of the great service at a restaurant, you're just going to be present with them. Show them that you care and that you're ready to serve. Okay? And they will convert over time. Some people will take longer. Some people will take a year to convert. They'll be your best people. Watch. And they'll know how to love on people in this system because you did it for them. Make sense? Okay, so here's how we finish her off. Lydia was a tough nut. I had to follow up with her for 18 months before she finally converted. I'm just giving you a hard time. But let's just say that was the case. Here's how I'm going to now actually convert her in Teamzy. I go to her profile in Teamzy. I'm going to click on sale. And I'm just going to click. So you've got two choices, basically a retail sale or she came in as a distributor. I'm going to click on application fee. So she came in as a distributor. And I'll tag what she got. She got a, let's see, she got a quad and she got a tower. Okay. Whatever product she got, I'm just going to add tags. And then what I'll do is I'll move her member type over to distributor just by clicking on it, personally sponsored. So now I've kind of got her through the whole system. I've logged the sale. She's now on my team. I'll be connecting with her as a distributor from now on. Make sense? Easy. Okay. That's the system. 5 days a week. By the way, when you see that goal, it's not 7 days a week. It's 5 days a week. It'll tell you what you need to do for the next 12 months, 5 days a week, consistently to hit those numbers. Okay. Now, the amount of activity that I demonstrated tonight, the 19 connects a day, that is the average amount of connects that I said those people are doing that are active with Teamzy, that are getting the 18 customers and 12 recruits over 90 days. That's what they're doing, 19 connects a day. Make sense? The key is you got to ask people. You got to have a great conversation, but then you got to ask people, are you interested in learning more? If you don't do that, you're just going to use Teamzy and be the best friend in the world and just connect with lots of people. Make sense? Okay. If you have questions, we'll do a little bit of Q&A here. If you have any questions for me, just unmute your microphone and ask away. I'm happy to answer them. While you're thinking of those, I'm going to give you a couple action steps. You know, I'm a coach, so I got to give you guys some action steps. Here you go. Action steps. First off, go get your 30-day free trial started. If you haven't done that already, it's teamzy.com/JP. Okay. Get your 30-day free trial started. It's free for 30 days. After the 30 days, Teamzy is typically $29.99 US per month for membership, which is less than $1 a day. However, Juice Plus has a special rate because we have partnered with Juice Plus Corporate. So for Juice Plus distributors, it's $19.95 a month. It's like 60 cents a day to have your business planned for you. It's pretty cool. By the way, in case you didn't know, it's 100% tax deductible. So you can have this tool for your business, or you can just give the money to the government. It's up to you. Number 2, I suggest you get a 30-day success partner to do the free trial with. Get a 30-day success partner, maybe 2 success partners. In my boot camps that I do, a lot of times people get in groups of 3. It works great. Okay. And so what you're going to do is with your success partner, share what is your daily goal numbers, you know, what your daily number is. I call it the personal business standard, which is how many connects you're going to do to prospects, customers, and consultants each day. And also what I recommend you do is when you're done for the day, you take a screenshot of your completed dashboard, and message it over to your partner. And if you guys commit to doing this, you'll actually use Teamzy during this free trial, and you might just have the best month of your business. If you just decide to do this without a success partner, you'll probably do like I do and start a free trial and look at it twice, right? So I really want you to get the most out of this free time. So get a 30-day success partner. The last action step is this. I'm going to give you a 5-day challenge. And it's really simple. I just want you to use Teamzy 5 days in a row. And over that 5 days, I want you to connect with 100 people. That's 20 a day average. Just connect. Just sending the message, I mean, not even that they have to respond. You're just sending a message to 100 people, and it can be any mix, I don't care, of prospects, customers, and consultants, or distributors, whatever we call them today. Just send those messages out, because what will happen is you will get to experience what can happen in 5 days. How many conversations you can create, how much momentum you can build in your business in just 5 days. It will change the way you look at your business. It will change the way you listen to your excuses or the stories you sell yourself. And it will change the way you hear the stories that your team sells to you too. Because now you know what, in 5 days, I can create a massive amount of momentum. I just need to remember that. Make sense? Okay. You guys got those action steps? Perfect. All right. Anybody? So did anyone come up with any questions? Must have been good training. Okay. Well, if you do come across questions, we have an amazing team at Teamzy. There's a little help button that floats around on the bottom right hand of every screen in Teamzy. You can always click that to ask a question of our team. We also have a really great help center in Teamzy full of videos and FAQs for those of you who are self-service people. And if there's anyone on this, either live or on the recording, that is struggling or is scared of techie stuff, you can schedule a one-on-one with my team, and they will come on a Zoom one-on-one with you and walk you through setup. Okay, so if you're worried about that, we will hold your hand through the process, okay? Because you just need to get set up so you can get rocking, if that makes sense. Okay. All right, then. Let me just say, Lydia, thank you for setting this up. Hopefully this was really helpful for you all. I will send you the recording link in the morning, so you'll have it to share with the team. Thank you so much for having me, you guys. God bless you. Have a great night.
I appreciate your time, and you did a great job. I think people got a really good grasp of what it's all about.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
My
Thanks,
pleasure.
everybody, for the time tonight.
Good night, guys. Have a great night.
Good night,
Thank you,
Eric.
Eric. It was great.